Want to save more money on your taxes this year? In this video, we're going to give you 8 expert tips that will help you maximize your tax savings. Hey guys, welcome back to Developing Dividends. In this video, we are giving you 8 tips that will help you save more money on your taxes this year. So whether you're self-employed or just trying to get a little bit of a refund, these tips will definitely help. But before we continue, kindly like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay notified of more interesting videos just like this one. With that done, let's get right into the video. Number 1. Understanding your filing status. The first tip to save more money on your taxes is to understand your filing status. Your filing status determines the amount of tax you owe, as well as which deductions and credits you can take advantage of. Knowing your filing status and ensuring that it's accurate for the current year is essential for reducing your taxable income. It's important to be aware of the different filing statuses that you may qualify for, such as married filing jointly, head of household, or single. Understanding your filing status can be one of the most effective strategies for reducing your taxes, as it determines the amount of tax you owe and which deductions and credits you can take advantage of. For example, married couples filing jointly may have a higher standard deduction than those filing single or head of household. Furthermore, certain deductions and credits such as the Earned Income Tax Credit may only be available to certain filing statuses. Number 2. Know the tax deduction and credits that are available to you. The second tip is to know the tax deductions and credits that are available to you. In addition to understanding your filing status, it's important to know what deductions and credits you can take advantage of to reduce your taxable income. In the US, there are a number of credits available for individuals, such as the Child Tax Credit, the Earned Income Tax Credit, and the Retirement Savings Contribution Credit. Some of the most common tax deductions include those for mortgage interest, state and local taxes, charitable donations, capital losses, medical and dental expenses, business expenses, and education costs. Additionally, certain states may offer additional deductions or credits that can help you save even more on your taxes. Number 3. Maximize your retirement savings contributions. The third tip is to maximize retirement savings contributions. Contributing to a retirement savings account can be one of the most effective ways to reduce your taxable income. Retirement accounts offer significant tax benefits, including deductions from your taxable income and the potential for tax-free growth of your investments over time. Additionally, employer-sponsored retirement accounts like 401ks or 403bs can help you save money on taxes. When you put money into these accounts, it lowers your taxable income. This means that you pay less in taxes and also get to keep more of your hard-earned money. Some employers will even match the amount of money you put into your account so that you save even more. Number 4. Take advantage of business-related deductions. Taxes can be a daunting task for many of us, but with the right strategies and resources, you can minimize your tax liability. One of the best ways to do this is by taking advantage of business-related deductions. Business-related deductions are deductions that are available to individuals or companies that own or operate businesses, such as sole proprietorships or LLCs. These deductions can include things like business travel, home office expenses, advertising costs, and more. Before we continue, let's take a closer look at these deductions. Business travel is one of the most common business-related deductions. When you travel for business purposes, you can deduct certain expenses such as airfare, hotel stays, meals, and more. This deduction can be a great way to reduce your taxable income and save money on taxes. Another common deduction is home office expenses. If you use a portion of your home for business purposes, such as a dedicated office space or storage area, you can take advantage of this deduction. Home office expenses may include things like rental fees, utilities, insurance, and more. If you own or operate a business, you may also qualify for an advertising cost tax deduction. This includes expenses such as signage, promotional materials, website design, and more. By taking advantage of this deduction, you can reduce your taxable income and save money on taxes. Finally, if you have employees, you may also qualify for an employee salary tax deduction. This includes expenses such as wages, bonuses, and other forms of compensation. By taking advantage of this deduction, you can reduce your taxable income and keep more of your hard-earned money. By taking advantage of these deductions, you can reduce your taxable income and lower the amount of tax you owe. Furthermore, some states may offer additional business-related deductions that could further minimize your tax liability. Number 5. Consider charitable donations as a deduction. The fifth tip is to utilize charitable donations as a deduction. Charitable contributions can be used to reduce your taxable income and get a tax credit, allowing you to keep more of your hard-earned money. In order to qualify for the charitable donation tax deduction, you must donate to a qualifying charity that has been approved by the IRS. This includes religious organizations, educational institutions, nonprofit organizations, and more. Additionally, donations must be made in cash or in kind to qualify for the deduction. Examples of in-kind donations include clothing, furniture, and other items. When making an in-kind donation, you must obtain proof of the donation, such as a receipt or other forms of documentation to prove the donation was made. Additionally, it is important to keep all records related to the donation in case they're needed for an audit. It is also important to understand the cap on charitable donation deductions. The maximum deduction that can be taken for charitable contributions is generally 50% of your adjusted gross income. It is important to keep this in mind when making donations so you don't exceed the deduction limit and potentially face an audit. Charitable donations can be a great way to reduce your tax liability and help support a good cause at the same time. So if you're looking for an effective way to maximize your tax savings this year, consider making a charitable donation. Number 6. Invest in energy-efficient home improvements for additional tax credits. The sixth expert tip when it comes to maximizing your tax savings this year is to invest in energy-efficient home improvements for additional tax credits. In addition to reducing your energy cost, making investments in energy-efficient home improvement can also help you reduce your taxable income and keep more of your hard-earned money. When it comes to energy-efficient home improvements that qualify for tax credits, there are several different types. These include investments in solar electric systems, solar water heaters, geothermal heat pumps, fuel cells, and more. Additionally, you may also be eligible for a tax credit on the installation of energy-efficient windows or doors. In order to determine if you qualify for home improvement tax credits, you will need to review the energy-saving improvements that are eligible for a tax credit. In general, the installation of energy-efficient items must meet certain criteria in order to be eligible for a credit. You should also look into any local or state incentives that may be available as well. Finally, it's important to document all energy-efficient home improvements you make for tax purposes. This includes keeping records of the purchases and installation cost of the item and filing any necessary paperwork with the IRS. By following these steps, you can take advantage of additional tax credits and maximize your tax savings this year. Investing in energy-efficient home improvements can be a great way to reduce your taxable income, save money on your energy bill, and help the environment at the same time. So if you're looking for an effective way to maximize your tax savings this year, consider making investments in energy-efficient home improvements. Number 7. Keep good records of all financial transactions throughout the year. The seventh tip when it comes to maximizing your tax savings this year is to keep good records of all financial transactions throughout the year. In order to stay organized and minimize your tax liability, it is important to keep track of all income and expenses related to investments, business activities, and any other financial transactions. In addition to organizing your financial records, it is also important to create a system for tracking your income and expenses throughout the year. This could include using a spreadsheet or other software program to track all of your transactions. It is also a good idea to utilize record-keeping software or apps to help streamline the process. These programs can automate much of the tracking and provide reports that you can use when filing your taxes in order to maximize your tax savings this year. Overall, make sure to store documents in a secure location. This could be a locked filing cabinet or other safe storage solution. Additionally, it is a good idea to back up all of your financial records in case of emergencies, or if you need the information quickly. By following these steps, you can stay organized and make sure all of your financial information is properly documented. This will make filing taxes easier and help minimize your tax liability. So take the time to create an effective system for tracking income and expenses throughout the year. Number 8. Seek professional advice when needed. The eighth and final tip for maximizing your tax savings this year is to seek professional advice whenever needed. Filing taxes can be intimidating for many of us, but with the right strategies and resources, you can minimize your tax liability and maximize your savings. Whether you're filing taxes as an individual or as a business, it is important to seek professional advice to ensure you're making the best decisions for your specific situation. Additionally, if you have any questions or concerns about filing taxes, it is recommended that you contact a qualified professional such as an accountant or tax advisor. They can provide valuable advice on how to minimize your tax liability and maximize your savings. Taxes can be a daunting task for many of us, but with the right strategies and resources, you can minimize your tax liability, By following the 8 tips that we just reviewed, you will be well on your way to ensuring that you're in compliance while minimizing any potential liabilities. If you're interested in learning about more financial topics, then be sure to check out our channel at the first link in the description. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future videos about personal finance, investing, and more. Check out our most popular uploads playlist linked below and explore what other topics you can learn about. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.